Octopus, Octopi, what? Your news update and cryptocurrency is a thing on this edition of State of the Band's Weekend, starting now. Hello and welcome to Arbitrage, State of the Band's Weekend for March 12th, 2022. I'm Joshua Stark. Western sanctions are dealing a severe blow to Russia's economy. The ruble is plunging, foreign businesses are fleeing, and sharply higher prices are in the offing. Familiar products may disappear from stores, and middle-class achievements like foreign vacations are in doubt. Beyond the short-term pain, Russia's economy will likely see a deepening of the stagnation that started to set in long before the invasion of Ukraine. But a total collapse is unlikely, several economists say. Despite the punishing financial sanctions, Russia has built an economy that's geared for conflict, said Richard Connolly, an expert on the Russian economy at the Royal United Services Institute in Britain. Lawmakers followed through Wednesday on their threat to seek a criminal investigation of Amazon, asking the Justice Department to investigate whether the tech giant and senior executives obstructed Congress or violated other federal laws in testimony on its competition practices. The House Judiciary Committee escalated the bipartisan battle against the world's biggest online retailer with a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland, referring the case for a criminal inquiry. Amazon engaged in misleading conduct that appeared designed to influence, obstruct, or impede the antitrust committee's 2019-20 investigation into the market dominance of big tech, the letter says. Apple on Tuesday unveiled a new version of its budget-priced iPhone that's capable of connecting to ultra-fast 5G wireless networks, an upgrade that's already been available on the company's upscale models for more than a year. The latest iPhone SE marks the first upgrade to the bare-bones version of Apple's most popular product in nearly 2 years. And the latest sign of the inflationary pressures that have been rolling the economy, the new iPhone SE will sell for $429, an 8% increase from $399 for the last version that it rolled out nearly 2 years ago during the early stages of the pandemic. The new iPhone SE will be available in stores March 18th. In a pandemic precaution, Apple still refrained from inviting the media and other guests to in-person events that it has traditionally staged to introduce the latest products. Instead, Apple streamed the event from the theater named after co-founder Steve Jobs at its Cupertino, California headquarters. A man who tried to slither past U.S. border agents in California had 52 lizards and snakes hidden in his clothing, authorities said Tuesday. The man was driving a truck when he arrived at the San Ysidro border crossing with Mexico on February 25th and was pulled out for additional inspection, U.S. Customs and Border Protection said in a statement. Agents found 52 live reptiles tied up in small bags, which were concealed in the man's jacket, pants pockets, and groin area, the statement said. 9 snakes and 43 horned lizards were seized. Some of the species were considered endangered, authorities said. News and more next on Arbitrage, State of the Band's Weekend. Stick around.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad
This
Council.
week's State of the Band's blog includes what? Drone pilots, this is your time. And Royce and I talk crypto oversight. All this and more in this week's State of the Band's blog, available now at arbitragetrade.com. Now let's go to the Chief Executive Officer of Arbitrage, Mr. Royce Wells, for more. Royce, this is kind of a new thing for us. We're doing the Arbitrage Digest, where we look at 2 or 3 different articles because we like it, right?
Yeah, it's all over the place. Let's do this. We're going to digest just a little bit for you.
Digest a little bit. Speaking of digestion, do you like squid?
I like calamari, so it's close enough.
Calamari, yeah. Let's talk about a 10-tentacled octopus. How about that?
Oh, yes. What movie is this? Is it a B movie?
It's not a movie at all. It is called Sympodi Bidini.
Did I just hear Biden in there?
You did, and that's because he is named after our current president. This is a fossil that was discovered in Montana, and it's one of the earliest known relatives of current-day octopi.
Wow.
So,
That's
pretty
kind of
cool.
crazy. I like it. 10 arms. So let me
10
guess.
functional appendages.
Wait, but they don't have any bones. How did they discover such things?
It's a fossil.
It's a fossil, so it's like the silhouette?
Maybe
it was having a bad day, and there were just 2 that looked like they were there.
I don't know, man. But according to the article that we read, the thing is that they used the 2 other appendages as hunting arms.
I can see that. It's like, get over here.
Get over here.
Yep.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat, people.
Apparently,
Speaking,
don't go to an octopus fight with only 8 arms.
that's true. That is definitely true. Next up, speaking of things that are difficult to understand, we hope you enjoyed pre-spring because winter part 2 is coming.
I thought that groundhog died. What are you talking about, Josh?
Edward Stark, winter is coming.
Oh, yay.
That's right. I pulled that.
All right,
in
how
there.
cold?
It looks like there's going to be an Arctic front that sweeps toward the East Coast into the weekend, so we're probably wondering what the heck's going on as this thing is airing. Looks like anywhere from 30 to 0 this weekend, and it won't let up for a few days or so. Is this normal? Sort of. According to this, the temperature data shows us that record keeping has been in the mix since 1880, and it looks normal.
Yeah, that doesn't look normal. But what I'd like to see is the new normal is where we can eat when we're flying on planes again, Josh.
You just got back from L.A.
Yeah, boy, my arm's tired.
Didn't take me. That's okay.
Hey, you can go next time in my place, and you can pay, I promise. No love will be lost.
It looks like you can get a pre-flight mimosa and snacks coming up on Delta Airlines. They're bringing back the good times by offering 3-course meals on flights again. Exclusive to international flights, but it's a matter of time before these meals appear on long mainland flights. Sounds pretty good.
I miss my in-flight meal.
I miss flying, which is what you did and didn't take me.
Well, you can go next time.
More after this on Arbitrage State of the
next time.
Bands Weekend.
Or next time.
Next time.
Digest this.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
In better times, Ukrainian drone enthusiasts flew their gadgets into the sky to photograph weddings, fertilize soybean fields, or race other drones for fun. Now, some of them are risking their lives by forming a volunteer drone force to help their country repel the Russian invasion. Kiev needs you and your drone at this moment of fury, read a Facebook post late last week from the Ukrainian military, calling for citizens to donate hobby drones and to volunteer as experienced pilots to operate them. One entrepreneur who runs a retail store selling consumer drones in the capital sold its entire stock of 300 drones made by Chinese company DJI has been dispersed for the cause. Others are working to get more drones across the border from friends and colleagues in Poland and elsewhere in Europe. Why are we doing this? We have no other choice. This is our land, our home, said Denis Shushko, head of operations at Kiev-based industrial drone technology company Drone UA, which before the war was helping to provide drone services to farmers and energy companies. Shushko fled his home late last week after his family had to take cover from a nearby explosion. We try to use absolutely everything that can help protect our company, and drones are a great tool for getting real-time data, said Shushko, who doesn't have a drone with him, but is providing expertise. Now in Ukraine, no one remains indifferent. Everyone does what they can. Unlike the much larger Turkish-built combat drones that Ukraine has in its arsenal, off-the-shelf consumer drones aren't much use as weapons, but they can be powerful reconnaissance tools. Civilians have been using the aerial cameras to track Russian convoys and then relay the images and GPS coordinates to Ukrainian troops. Some of the machines have night vision and heat sensors. But there's a downside. DJI, the leading provider of consumer drones in Ukraine and around the world, provides a tool that can easily pinpoint the location of an inexperienced drone operator, and no one really knows what the Chinese firm or its customers might do with that data. That makes some volunteers uneasy. DJI declined to discuss specifics about how it has responded to the war. Taurus Trojak, a dealer of DJI drones who started the Kiev retail store, said DJI has been sending mixed signals about whether it's providing preferential access to or disabling its drone detection platform, Aeroscope, which both sides of the conflicts can potentially use to monitor the other's flight paths and the communication links between a drone and the device that's controlling it. DJI spokesperson Adam Listberg said wartime uses were never anticipated when the company created Aeroscope to give policing and aviation authorities, including clients in both Russia and Ukraine, a window into detecting drones flying in their immediate airspace. He said some users in Ukraine had reported technical problems, but DJI has not disabled the tool or given preferential access. In the meantime, Ukrainian drone experts said they've been doing whatever they can to teach operators how to protect their whereabouts. There are a great number of tricks that allow you to increase the level of security when using them, Shushko said. More after this on Arbitrage State of the Band's Weekend. Stick around.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What?
No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm gonna do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time.
What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Royce, how's your Twitter account?
I'm going to make it where, if, I write with a bird. That's called tweeting.
Do you tweet much?
No. Only if I'm singing Michael Jackson songs.
Here's the thing.
Tweedledee.
I see what you did there.
Well, I do what I can.
Now I got that song stuck in my head. Thank you so much for that. Well, just to let you know, Arbitrage tweeted out 14 tweets last week. Did you know that?
I did not.
Absolutely. And all of them full of vital information. So please...
Yes, like my account number is, and my
no, Royce, no.
No, you sure?
But
Okay.
we know of somebody else who did some harmful tweets
a few years ago.
So
he's on the bad list, right?
He's on the no tweet list from the SEC.
You must be talking about Donald Trump then.
No, Mr. Elon Musk.
Oh, that guy.
He's been in the news lately because he trucked some Starlink kits to Ukraine, but
that was good of him, actually. So
he wants to tweet about it. Apparently,
hey, nothing wrong with that. Hey, it's publicity. Let's do it. Everything's a vehicle to advertise,
right? So, a federal judge in February refused to get involved in a letter-writing spat between Elon Musk and U.S. securities regulators. He denied 2 requests from Musk, saying that he, number one, he can't be muzzled, which, the thing is that
technically he's right.
Technically, he's correct. Elon agreed to pay $20 million in civil fines over some tweets about having the money to take Tesla private, and that was a no-no apparently with the SEC.
Okay, so so Trump can say, "I'm going to be the 54th president," but not formally announce his actual running. But you can't say, "I'm going to take my company private," and it's just hearsay, technically.
Well,
he said, "I have the money to." He didn't say he was going to.
This comes back to the fact that Musk, there's a certain thing that we look at when we talk about companies, and what we do. It's called insider trading.
Yes,
but this was influential to traders.
But how so? So he didn't take it private. Was there a spike in the price because there was implication, or was there a drop in the price because there were implications? You didn't get anything in either direction, so I don't see what the big deal is.
Well, let's put it this way.
Now, if he would have showed paperwork, right, a picture, now I can say that's inside trading. Yeah, I'm going to go private, and here's the paperwork, and it'll hit in about 3 weeks. Okay, that's insider trading.
Yeah, but the money was supposed to go to the shareholders, and they have yet to distribute that, by the way.
Oh, that's a no-no.
Yeah, so they're kind of trying to scrap the agreement between the SEC and Musk, saying that they're trying to use it and near limitless resources to chill Musk's speech. We'll be keeping an eye on this on Arbitrage State of the Bands Weekend. You keep with us. We'll be right back with more.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Fly high with these picks on Winners and Losers Aviation Edition. This winner up 9%, designs, develops, produces, delivers, and supports a portfolio of robotic systems and related services for government agencies and businesses. It operates in two segments, unmanned aircraft systems and medium unmanned aircraft systems. AeroVironment, symbol AVAV, starts at $76.45 a share. Next, this winner up 3%, produces and sells forgings and machine components primarily for the aerospace and energy markets in North America and Europe. The company's processes and services include forging, heat treating, and machining. Sifco Industries, symbol SIF, starts at $7.50 a share. And this winner up 1%, provides products and services to commercial aviation, government, and defense markets worldwide. The aviation services segment offers aftermarket support and services, inventory management and distribution services, and maintenance, repair, overhead, as well as engineering services. AAR Corporation, symbol AIR, starts at $45.71 a share. Losers this week, down 20%. This loser designs, develops, manufactures, and sells aircraft and systems in Brazil, North America, Latin America, the Asia Pacific, Brazil, Europe, and internationally. It operates through defense and security, executive jets, service and support, and other segments. Embraer, symbol ERJ, starts at $10.77 a share. Next, at 13% down, this loser designs, develops, manufactures, sells, services, and supports commercial jetliners, military aircraft, satellites, satellite defense, missile defense, human spaceflight, and launch systems and services worldwide. The company operates through four segments: commercial airplanes, defense, space and security, global services, and capital. The Boeing Company, symbol BA, starts at $180.25 a share. And last, at 12% down, this loser holds concessions to operate, maintain, and develop airports in the southeast region of Mexico. The company operates airports that are located in the cities of Cancun, Cozumel, Macrida, Huatulco, Oaxaca, Veracruz, Villahermosa, Tapachula, and Minatitlan. It provides aeronautical services that include passenger aircraft landing and parking, passenger walkway, and airport security services. The company also offers non-aeronautical services such as leasing of space at its airports to retailers, restaurants, airlines, and other commercial tenants, catering, handling, and ground transportation services. Southeast Airport Group, symbol ASR, starts at $191.95 a share. Winners and Losers is provided for informational purposes only and does not constitute advice in trading. Percentages and stock prices were current at time of recording. Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is solely responsible for the content of this podcast, but you should seek out the assistance of a licensed professional for investment advice.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and catch the bus. Text and miss your stop. Wait. Text and be late to work.
Sorry, I'm late.
Text and work. Text and pretend to work. Text and act surprised when someone calls you out for not working.
Who, me?
Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous, as in
Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Royce, do you know about this thing called crypto?
Probably enough to get myself snipered, but yes.
Yeah. Apparently, Joe didn't know anything about it.
That's possible.
Well, President Biden on Wednesday signed an executive order on government oversight of cryptocurrency that urges the Federal Reserve to explore whether the central bank should jump in and create its own digital currency.
Well, if you guys follow our education, and I'm sure some of you do.
At arbitragetrade.org.
At arbitragetrade.org. Basically, we said in order for cryptocurrency to be adopted, there would have to be a major world influence that basically somehow hindered the flow of regular money, and basically people could hide in cryptocurrency.
You mean like a war?
Whoa! That could never happen. And then you facilitate the need for such things. And
no.
Now, basically, U.S. always has to be first because the World Bank is based on the U.S. dollar. So that means we have to accept it first before other people will bless it. So guess what? We're prophetic now.
I don't understand, Royce.
Hey, it's an adoption. You have to do it in phases. But it's still, it's been done before.
It's kind of funny to me that the Biden administration is just like, hey, there's this thing called crypto, y'all, and we want to know more about it, even though it's been around for years.
Yes. And, you have to talk about it for basically to broaden its exposure. It's like a press release for it, right?
Right.
We're talking about a single coin again, a stable coin. Like in 2015, they talked about it right before the election, and here we go again right before another election. Let's talk about it again.
Well, it really amazes me that they're just, it's like he pulled this out of his back pocket almost. It was out of left field to me.
Well, think about it. The sanctions, they speculated that basically how Putin was keeping his army running was basically via cryptocurrency. If basically all your friends turn your back on you and you can't borrow from them, you have to find someone willing to transact with you and give you money. Wars don't run themselves. So, yeah, it just seems like a logical progression to me.
Well, last week we talked about the creative ways that Putin was using cryptocurrency and other exchanges to fund his war, basically.
Yep.
And this is just another thing, and the thing that really weirds me out about this is there's not just, hey, there's this thing called crypto and, maybe we need to talk about it. There's wrapped up in here talking about illicit activity with it, U.S. competitiveness on a global stage, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation, and also investor protection.
Well, okay, you also have to consider other things, and a lot of people may not have thought about this either, right? Cryptocurrency basically eliminates the need to repatriate money. So that means import-export fees. What import-export fees? It's basically you're buying it in cryptocurrency, and that's globally. So where do you get those import and export fees? And that's a stream of revenue that gets cut off. So you have to either make things inflate really big or offset it somehow.
Would it be safe to say that crypto buys convenience?
Yes, it does, and frees up a whole lot of tied money.
That's it for Arbitrage State of the Bands Weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is a privately held market research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the content of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to be investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics, LLC, please visit arbitrage